Hello, everyone, and happy Monday. I hope you have a wonderful start to the work week, and I also hope that you had a wonderful evening enjoying the Super Bowl. I know I did. It was a great night, although I feel like maybe the game was a little slow, but the Hawks won anyway. So, good luck and good news to them. So, here's what we're looking at currently as far as our forecast goes. Nice and comfortable out the door. I think I've got a little feedback here. But as I mentioned, nice and comfortable out the door. You'll notice some areas are still in those mid to upper 50s. We're looking at Fayetteville about 57 and Fort Payne at 55, but sunny all around. Here in Huntsville, we're just at 59, right below that 60-degree mark. We're going to warm up quite well today. Highs anticipated to be in those upper 60s. A couple folks could see 70s out of today and even tomorrow, because we'll take it up a notch tomorrow, going into dead on 70 for the forecast here in Huntsville. So a lot of our warmer communities, like for example, Muscle Shoals is always one of our warmer folks. They more than likely could see about 71, 72 degree difference. Well, that 1 to 2 degree difference for the 70s. There we go. Not going to be 70 degrees warmer than it is here. Right? Okay, so expectations, beautiful sunshine all around throughout the rest of the day. What you'll notice is that we see these 60s start to get going as we get into, I would say, the 11 and even noon hours. That's when we start to see that kind of formulate all around. But the upper 60s will come as we get to 1 and 2 o'clock and even 3 p.m. That's our warmer period of the day. Usually that stretch between 1 to 5 is our warmest period. And then we start to lose that daytime heating getting into 6. And that's when we start to see some of those drops to the low end 60s by that point. And then at 7 p.m., expected to see some 50s. Mostly nice conditions overnight. We're expecting to see a mostly clear evening, increasing cloud cover as we go into the overnight hours. But we will also incur some fog. So keep that in mind as you make any of your nighttime plans. I know there are some folks that work a little later than others, or even some folks that may have some maybe 8 o'clock Monday plans. You may find yourself still running a couple errands by that point. Who knows? But overall pleasant. It's just that patchy fog. And some of those areas, I know there's parts of Capshaw Road, and I know I take that a little more so than other roads, but that's usually, there's a little spot in there once or twice on that roadway that you'll catch a good deal of fog. So in those areas that can immediately have fog in your dinner hours, keep that in mind as you go through tonight. We're expecting to see some upper 40s, and I know we just came off of a weekend, but some of us are already thinking about the weekend. I know I am. So here's what we're looking at for Saturday and Sunday. Valentine's Day might be a wet one, so you may want to plan some indoor activities for you and your significant other as you go through the day of love. We're expecting to see temperatures by the end of this week dropping to those low end 60s, and the weekend is where we start to land into those upper 50s, which is closer to our average for this time of year. From Monday into Friday, we are well above our average, and while it's a little concerning, it's good to note that we aren't seeing any severe threats of thunderstorms at the moment. Very low end chance with that. But again, we're looking for these 50s to be our highs. We're expecting usually around this time, I want to say we're usually 52 to 55 is that range that we usually sit in for this time of year. So this weather right now kind of feels like late March at the earliest, really mid-April. So we're much warmer than anticipated, especially with the 70s. Now, some of the days this week definitely feel like late March with the low end 60s, but 70s, it's a little early for that. But we're still expecting to see rain chances in and around most of this week. So if you haven't given thought to where's your umbrella, might want to go ahead and find it because you're going to need it. Thankfully, though, a lot of the rain chances that we're seeing from Tuesday and Wednesday are picking up Tuesday evening into Wednesday, if Max would follow along. There we go. All right. So you'll see here, this is around 7 p.m. into 10:30 is where I've got this pause point for us. We'll start to see light showers by this point in and around most of the valley. Some of our eastern communities will miss out on a shower of 2 in the early or early evening hours. But as we get to the overnight hours, that's when we start to see rain chances all around the valley. Picks up a little heavier as you get ready to get up and get ready for work around 5:30 on Wednesday. So keep that in mind as you make your plans for Wednesday morning. You'll definitely want to walk out with an umbrella. But by the time we get to 10 o'clock and by noon, we start to see a lot of the rain chance dissipate, ebb away. We're left with a couple of showers, and then it's pretty clear for the evening hours. So the commute home for our students and even the commute home for our working folks, we're expecting to see pretty clear conditions. It's just roadways may be a little slick in the earlier afternoon hours when the buses are running or your student may be biking home. But other than that, it's going to be a really nice afternoon once we get past that rain chance. We kind of have a similar setup for Thursday as well, where we see later showers and then they pick up going into Friday. So the reason we've got a higher chance on Wednesday is because it's a good portion of that morning. So most of it's going to be the morning, and then late Tuesday is when the showers start. But let's take a look at our temperatures. Like I mentioned, these rain chances will start to drop us to the low end 60s. But you'll notice Tuesday, 71 degrees. That's a little warm. It's a little warm. And even today, with 69 being our high, you can expect it to be warm out the door as well. But as we go through Wednesday and Thursday, starting to see those rain chances drop our temperatures down where they need to be, closer to where they need to be. And then we'll start to see those 50s back in the forecast by Friday. We'll carry some rain chances into next weekend as well. Don't forget the Havoc back in town for Sunday. Make sure you get out to a Havoc game. And I'm not just saying that because, we're friends and we love the Havoc, but truly, really enjoyed my first Havoc game a couple weeks ago. That was fun. I'm already trying to get back whenever my schedule clears and allows me to. But looking ahead to the following week, once we get through this rainy week, looks like we're going to get some beautiful sunshine, but it's coming with another warm up. You can see our temperatures go from about 57 on Sunday, 61 by Monday, and we're back to 67 degrees. I know someone made a joke. I can hear it. I can hear the jokes with that number. But expectations are to have a warmer than average mid-February. So we'll see how long this sticks around because we may see another cool patch come through. That's what we were looking at a little earlier in the month. I would say really late January. Looked like we may see a second pass through of winter, but it shouldn't be as wintry mix as we've seen. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll have TVL streaming. We'll also have our noon show streaming as well. We'll do a 30-minute newscast for you right here on our app as well, wherever you're watching Weather Extra from. All that good stuff. So make sure you tune in. I know the Olympics are happening. Very exciting time. So with that being said, I'll let you go, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.